It's your boy Young Truth, Frankie Prada, Robb. Robb in the building, super villains. You know what I mean? Feel the movement.
Yeah, support that.
Last forever, baby.
So, first episode of the podcast, we're live. You know what I mean? How y'all feeling today? What's the wave? What's the word on the streets, fellas?
Ready to get this going, man. Let's get it going.
That's it. I'm hoping everybody enjoys what we got going on, what we trying to bring to you. I figured, what better people than us to give you exactly what you need to hear and what you need to learn about. So it's like we didn't come into this to, I do music. Everybody here's an entrepreneur. They all do their own thing. I came into this more to talk about topics that we hear about every day, but sometimes you don't hear the opinions that, sometimes you want to hear, or, there's things that you want to see, but you don't get a chance to. So now we're able to not expose you to that, but
jump behind the scenes
exactly.
and you know what I mean? Give you a little bit of insight into how things happen, how the movements come together. You know what I mean? Everything that you see happening doesn't just happen. So this is like the behind the scenes in the Matrix, you know what I mean? The architect and all that good stuff.
And I don't know about you, but I be saying what I feel, so.
Say hello to my little friend!
we gonna piss some people off with this, but
without a
it's
doubt.
all good. That's why we here, though, right?
Also, shout out to Super Villains clothing line coming soon. Y'all see it everywhere. Y'all see the drip. Trying to sound like my young boys, you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's a fact.
Exactly.
You see it. We bring in quality not only with the, the podcast. That's why we called it that. BQE.
Everything.
It's everything. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna bring you, music, it's gonna be quality music. If there's gonna be product brought to you, it's gonna be quality. So the reason why we even jumped into that whole BQE was because everybody here's from Brooklyn or Queens. I'm from Queens. Truth from Brooklyn. Robb from Queens.
All day, every day.
So we just figured, we call it that, but breaking down the acronym, bringing quality everywhere, and people also say every day. So it's like we threw it into that as well. And
plus the BQE be connecting Brooklyn and Queens anyway.
There
so
you
what
go.
better way?
Jump on that expressway. I mean, that's how we got here today, right? Like,
nah,
you know what I mean?
Real shit.
All right, so now that we've introduced ourselves to the world, welcome to BQE. We're here to take over your radio waves and all that good stuff for a little bit.
Valentine's Day.
No, God!
Wait. Happy birthday to my son.
Shout outs to the little ones.
Little one. It's a big
Happy
day that
birthday.
day, man.
Happy birthday, little man.
Valentine's Day. There's a lot of things going on. A lot of loving, you know what I mean? A lot of fucking, if you know what I mean. But, there's also a lot of funny shit going on too. So it's like,
Talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it.
That's definitely something you don't want to fall victim to on that holiday. But, I'll let them go into that. You know what I mean?
All right, let's get into it then.
So
I'm
jumping into it.
I'm single here, so all right, so how do you feel, for example, someone got a side piece and
First off,
disclaimer, shout out to the girls. We good, but
definitely
we're just
shout
speaking
out to the
of
girls.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alex, the camera guy too. I mean, our engineer, he's doing a fantastic job. Shout out to our girls. Wifey in my situation, but
none of this is
they
personal.
hold it down.
Shorty's holding it down. She doing her thing.
Yeah, nothing
Shit
personal.
wouldn't be
we
possible
just
without you, babe. Love you.
So, all right. So, hypothetically speaking, if you had a side piece on the side, right? For example, you were fucking with shorty Friday, Saturday, whatever. You know how that goes. They have set days, all that. But now for Valentine's Day,
Damn,
do you just
loud. My bad.
you just let them rock, or you getting something, or how you equalize that situation?
I mean,
you could jump into this first. Full disclaimer.
That's what I said. I don't want to get no one in trouble.
Hold up, pause. Another full disclaimer. This is 18 and older. As a parent, I just feel like I have to say that too. Like, this is grown and consensual, and you know what you're doing. But you get that first.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, if I ain't around for the next episode, you already know what the fuck happened to me. Nah,
please don't do it.
Real shit though, like if you're gonna get into some shit like that, man, You know what I mean? It's better off, I'll tell you, stay away from all that and do the right thing. But you know, if you are gonna get into that shit, man, just make sure, you know what I mean. You don't ever show too much love. You know what I mean?
Yo, for everybody that don't know you, like I know you, Frankie. This is how you jump out the window safely.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, crash
I appreciate it.
you know,
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna take a bow. You know what I'm saying?
bow.
bow.
All that good
I'm
stuff.
gonna take a bow, and you know, in a proper way, and say, you know, just whatever the fuck you do on the side or whatever, just make sure your heart ain't in that.
Nah,
and make
yo,
sure the one that you love has got your heart. You feel me?
Me personally, I think that's some funny shit. Like if you're dating someone and you got something on the side anyway, why not just
end it? You feel me?
not even end it? Just don't bring one of those relationships to the next level. But
Yeah.
like I said, if you
that's
were
a good
to,
way to look at it.
yeah.
true.
But if you were to, you know what I mean? Like, because then you got.
Do you cop a gift? Because that was the
But that-
ultimate question, right?
Because now you.
And it's Valentine's Day, fellas, ladies, everybody out there. I know it's on everybody's mind.
But
So
that's
that's
what
why
I'm
we're
saying.
even talking about
and
it.
if you got a side piece like that, I feel like the reason why I wouldn't do it is because you walking on a tightrope. First of all, you walking on a like if you don't, some dudes might feel obligated to because if you don't, they're gonna blow up your shit on Valentine's Day. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then they see it. For example, not none of yous, but if they see the dude buying his girl something on Instagram, she posted on Instagram. Now it's like, what the fuck?
See, this is why I stay out of these lanes, because we from a different era, man. Like, that's part of it too.
Nah,
so I would rather not.
Shit, if you fucking up like that, man, you better make sure your social media is deactivated when you fucking up.
Yo, but in all
Day, bro,
reality,
you're gonna get caught up on some shit.
That shit is just
in
headaches,
all reality, that's how they
heartbreaks,
be
like,
moving. That's how they,
808s and heartbreaks, like, yeah. Like,
bro, you never seen that meme? Like if
yo, what's one of
they
the
be-
hottest memes right now about relationships? Because we all share memes, see memes.
one for example, like with
Part
this,
of life in 2020 on social
with
media.
this topic, like you see people be like, oh, that's our man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They be,
yeah,
so you got
yeah.
not only you got your girl looking stupid,
You
but
looking stupid.
you looking
Bro.
stupid. You
The
got
chick that's doing
they
that,
feel
she's looking stupid too. She just don't
So
know
that's
it.
what I'm saying. What do you do
Everybody
in that
looks
situation?
stupid in that
To
situation.
like calm the lion? What do you do in that situation?
I mean,
Me
you
gotta
personally,
feed the
if
lion.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Keep it a stack, like
You gotta
can't-
get something.
I'm gonna keep
right?
it a
You
stack.
gotta
If
get
How you
something.
calm a lion?
But
like,
that's the thing, though. It's
yo,
like,
if the lion's hungry,
bro, this is why I
bro,
hate-
it's you or something else.
That's why I hate Valentine's Day though, because it's like it's giving ain't shit people a reason to feel like there's something you're supposed to
be
feel a certain
important
type
or-
of way. Like
Nah.
you understand, like like what? Just because here, I'm not saying that it's right, but it's like if I'm fucking you what? So now I got to get you a Valentine's Day. Get the fuck out of here. Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think? Like, you understand? Like,
But it's 2020, so you sound like an asshole when you say that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I probably feel
I take-
110% the same way. But yo,
Now you got to think.
but now
It's
if
a
that's
whole
your
different
wifey,
time.
it's a different story. But it's like at a certain age, you just like how many bitches you juggling? Like,
but
you know what I'm saying?
you
Juggling
not
gotta
worth it.
you gotta think in reality too. Now, like now that side piece might feel more obligated to, or that their loyalty is stronger to you because they're holding it down, not fucking up your regular
Now,
relationship. Not you know
hold
what I
on.
mean. So like I deserve a gift.
I'm gonna play
not
devil's
blowing up your
advocate.
spot.
All right, there are certain situations, just like in everything else in life. Every rule has an exception. If you're an exceptional side piece, like you have to, like if you're above and beyond, that might.
But
make
what's your
sense.
value?
But
You know what I'm saying?
again, it's all subjective.
There's no
Everybody,
value.
You can't make life decisions based off opinion. That's how I feel. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah. Nah. That's what
So
I'm
what?
saying.
So are you or are you not?
Am I what?
You
You
sounded
getting a
like
gift?
you were definitely not getting a gift. So we're just gonna mark you
gift?
with not a
Like,
gift.
You getting a gift?
I'm
You
not.
getting no gift,
I'll pass. That's a hard pass. Like,
bro. Like that shit. That's like a bullshit. Like I said, that's a bullshit ass holiday. Why you need a holiday to feel special?
so that's
Fuck
a
outta
that's
here.
a
Like,
no. Is it a
Now what
if-
is
my
it
thing.
unanimous no? Like
See,
how do you
that's
feel,
tricky,
Rob?
son.
Like,
That's tricky because now what if she come to you and say,
you
don't-
jumped out the
didn't get
window,
me-
by the way.
You didn't get me a gift. You didn't
But
get me
yeah.
a gift. Now I'm blowing up your shit on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
now
alright.
now we both single on Valentine's Day.
Oh, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you got to think about it like this, but like, really, who, Like
People
really,
be moving funny like
but
that. But
who's really gonna lose in the long run? Like, yeah, you're gonna lose somebody you care about, but bitch, you look fucking dumb.
Nah, but
you
now
look dumb.
now you got a lot of these dudes that dudes be looking more thirsty and stupid than women have 90% of the time. Now she looks in her eyes. Now the girl's gone. Now I'm still gonna rock with you after that. So now who you gonna be with? You're gonna be with me now. You know what I mean? And 90% of these dudes because they be moving funny. That's the truth. That's what it is.
I can't relate.
That's what it is.
I mean, you just based
But we
off
not
the
from
principle.
this
Like,
another disclaimer. We
can't
ain't
relate.
from this generation. So
it's a little different.
a lot of
Yeah,
weirdo
facts,
motherfuckers.
facts.
But
So it's kind of a no. How do you feel? Is it a no? Because you
Like
kind
you
of
said-
dodged it.
Nah, like you said, it depends. It depends on the person. Like if they're really holding you down with certain shit that ain't, you know what I mean? In my personal opinion, if they're holding you down like that, then what are you doing with your main? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be honest.
because you got
though.
dudes.
I'm gonna say, yo,
wait.
get right,
You got
figure
dudes.
it out, make it work.
You got dudes that are more involved with the side piece than the main. The main piece is just there because they're paying half the bills or whatever it is.
Bullshit.
Like
That's
what I'm saying. That's bullshit.
That's kind of trash. Then if that's the situation that you choose to put
I
yourself
guess it
in,
really
like,
depends on the situation. But me, nah. I'm not even me personally. I ain't even that, bro. It's enough of a headache to deal with one woman.
So that's a unanimous no.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I felt like.
Yeah.
Alright,
Now,
so-
now that we're on the topic of gifts, should the woman get a dude a gift? Because I feel obviously Valentine's Day is more
All right.
for girls.
So I feel like it is more for girls, and I don't want to say how my personal views, but just as a guy in general, like we're always doing something. If that's the one day of the year that it's supposed to be about love, like, yo, anybody could show somebody they love you. Mm-hmm. If you feel like you want to get your man or your husband a gift, who am I to tell you not to? You know what I mean? Like,
I look at it like this, like, yo, I see a lot more chocolate than I see love being spread on the Valentine's Day. You understand? So it's like,
but we live in a capitalist society, so that goes for. But let's not make it just about Valentine's Day, because
that's really what
that's
it was about,
you know
though.
what I mean?
But
Yeah,
that was really what it was about. Even
that's the
when you
one
was young.
holiday that's supposed to be about
You were
love.
a young
You're
kid.
right.
You wanted to get a little girl or whatever. You wanted to have a Valentine. But, you know, the chocolate, the candy was good, too. You know what I mean? Now I'm older. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, the holiday's bullshit. If I need a holiday to prove to you love, then that's just like, that's like what? You going through my phone's going to prove whether I love you or not. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? The shit really don't. It really don't.
That's a man's perspective. You know what I mean? So
it really is.
So let's see how the ladies feel. If you put yourself in your partner's shoes, they're gonna have a completely different perspective. You know what I mean?
You gotta respect that.
Leave a comment on that. Let us know.
Seriously.
For real.
But
Definitely.
me personally,
Let me know in them comments.
like you said, it you feel appreciated. You know what I mean? Like it's more like it's acknowledged. You get what I'm saying? Like you can get me a fucking pack of white tees. And it's like cool, like
I mean,
you
a pack
put
of
in-
white tees. I could always. That's.
I could
you
always
get what
lead
I'm
it.
saying?
You get me a pack of white tees. You know what I'm saying? Like I always love you for that.
But it's like the acknowledgement. You know what I mean? Like I had shorties that before like no birthday gift. You know what I mean? Then it's like, you know what I mean?
But that
not doing it is more of an effect than just doing the littlest shit.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
you know,
But that's
even if
where
you
what
get
you
a
said
fucking
came
cake,
in,
you
like,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? A cake is good.
you should be doing that throughout the whole time, so that you don't have to make it a grand gesture on that one day.
Now, what
You know what I mean?
about what about when the girls be trying to offer just pussy as a birthday gift? It's like, come on. What do you think about that?
you a fucking prostitute.
But I'm talking about.
Nah, it's lazy, really.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I know where you coming from.
Like-
Cause it's like, yo, I can't just be like, here's dick on your birthday.
Yeah,
and
like-
I get it. Like we as a society, like we definitely should value women on a whole different level than men. But seriously, like it's the same thing.
Yeah,
And if it don't fly with me, why should it fly with you? Like,
exactly.
So I get it.
And,
it's one of them double standards, bro. That's
Yeah.
really what it is. Cause then it's like you talking about memes. Like you see, if all he got to offer is dick and nothing else.
But yo, can you say you don't laugh when you see it?
Nah, it's funny.
It
is, but
I'll be on the floor laughing.
It's also the truth.
But it's also, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's both. It's definitely both.
Yeah, you start.
That one is a little trickier.
Yeah, you tend to think like, and that's where that's where I draw that line, and I just keep it pushing. You feel me? Like that's really about it on that. But I mean,
all right. So let's jump into one of the segments. How y'all feel about the top 5?
What we doing? We talked about diss tracks.
Shout out to everybody in the 5 boroughs. Y'all gonna come to love this segment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We doing the top 5.
This gonna be
top 5, whatever.
This gonna be a little different.
Send some requests if y'all got some crazy.
If you know
ideas.
music and you know I'm from Queens right now, you know where this is going.
Okay.
You know
top 5 diss tracks.
You know where this is going.
Yeah, man. I mean, I lived in.
Shout out to Queens. Shout out to the BX.
You know what I'm saying?
Harlem, NYC,
that whole
BK Boroughs, Staten Island,
OT.
Long Island.
In town, out of town, all that. That traveling is really what helps you, like, and the music that's going on around you. That really helps a lot with like what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Now you got.
Wow! Shout out the whole title.
Title takes
title. Shout out title,
that.
please. No shots fired. We just having fun, all right? But yo, if we talk, all right. So we're doing diss tracks, top 5 diss tracks of all time.
For me, it's top
of now.
Honestly,
that's such a I hate top 5s, bro. It's so subjective. But yo, top 5 of what? Cause everybody's gonna get mad at us.
So I'm
before y'all send all the hate mail, you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
we could do top 5 diss.
Top 5 diss tracks. All right.
I think there's no other way. Like, that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's not like I get what you're saying, but people are gonna take it.
They're gonna be sensitive, but
like,
we
shout out to Nas, Jay-Z, but
everybody shout out. It's just fun, guys.
You winning a war, you winning a battle. Now me personally, it don't even gotta be a top 5. Ether's number 1. Without a doubt. Whoa. Without a doubt.
Okay, we starting with that. Ether.
Without a doubt. That's my.
I'm leaning.
So since you kind of took the lead, you got to finish 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait, now let's make this to where you can't do back to back that bullshit. It was a good song, but that's a radio. That's a radio song.
That's a radio song.
That don't even count.
But then that takes out Takeover, because Takeover is and I feel like Ether's fire. In the moment, I probably would have felt like Ether was a better diss track, but I still bump Takeover now.
And I ain't even see that's your opinion, but I ain't even throwing shade.
Here we go. Ding, 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 ding.
No, I ain't even throwing shade. This is real shit, honest opinion. Like, Ether was so raw and real, bro, that like I probably heard Takeover 3 times in my life.
Wow. All right.
I ain't even being on no funny shit.
No, I'll give him that.
And you're gonna think
I'll give him that.
I would. I'm not gonna say I play it on a daily basis, but I've heard Takeover at least 20 times at a party somewhere, just bumping. So I've never really heard Ether. If we're not talking diss tracks, nobody. And I love Nas. I love Ether. I felt like it was a better diss song in the moment, but moments versus history.
Now you got to look. Now Jay-Z is richer than every rapper put together, so it's
way different. And Takeover helped make that happen.
And I ain't underplaying Nas. Nas got the restaurant, all that. Shout out to Nas.
Too? I was surprised Nas jumped on that Panini shit. I wonder how much of a bag they gave him for that. With Lil Nas, he jumped on a song. With Lil Nas. He bodied that shit, bro.
I like what he did with that.
He bodied
now,
it.
Now, Sheether, wait. Now, because everybody gonna think I'm biased.
That's a fire one.
We'll get into Ether. Now, me personally, you're going to think because I'm from Queens, I'm being biased, but let's take it a whole nother level so you not think I'm being biased. Sheether. She destroyed Nicki on that.
Absolutely.
Remy, that was bad.
See, we
don't
always disagree.
Oh, wow. I forgot
I'm 100%
about that.
on that.
You brought that back.
Yeah.
That was bad. Now, because we on the Ether.
Damn. She did bodied it, though.
Son, there's no... Like, when you hear Ether, it's one of those beats where it's like, you can't do it again.
Yeah, nah.
But Remy really held that shit up to par, like bad, bro. Like,
nah, she went in. You know who probably bodied it low key, and ain't nobody probably even thinking this shit. You heard Hov when he clapped back at Jim Jones on that balling shit.
Yeah.
He said, "What I'm doing, the way I'm balling, can't be defined." He said, "I'll push your hair back like Tyra Banks' hairline."
And that's another thing that put Hov in a different category. Like, if you look at that, takes it full circle to take over in Ether. After Ether,
you ain't gonna like my opinion on this. But nah, see, I grew up. I grew up where
you grew up what?
Where Dipset, G Unit.
Oh yeah,
fire,
shit like that. Yeah, like.
Oh my God.
But now I was big on Dipset, like.
Oh, I was G Unit.
Yo, you heard.
So you feel like Jim won that?
Nah, I'm not even talking about Jim. I'm talking about the way people were going at Jay-Z made it. Not.
But that's the power you have when you're a unit. Thank God.
And I'm not taking nothing away from him.
Official.
I'm not taking nothing away from him. But the way that he got bodied so many times, I feel like personally that it made him more irrelevant to my playlist per se.
Who?
Jay. Bro, did you wait. You ever heard Swagger Jacker?
Yeah.
By Camera?
Yeah.
Bro, it's a whole song about Jay-Z biting lyrics.
Yeah.
It's a whole song. Cam ain't even have to spit nothing. And then you gotta love it with Max B. Free Max B.
I know.
Shout out
Free
to
Max
Free
B.
the Wave.
But
Free Max, for real.
Yo, son, that Swagger Jacket shit was crazy.
Nah.
I'm not a biter. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter. Yo, like he switched the whole shit.
I don't know.
Crazy.
That took his stature down a little bit, but again, the man is unstoppable. I don't feel like he took an L from Cam or anybody in Dipset, because at that time, that's like, Dipset was literally David versus Goliath.
Yeah.
And in that battle, unfortunately, Goliath won.
You got to look at it like this.
I love Dipset. They influenced half my
No matter
my 20s,
what he did, no matter what he did, though, he still came out, Jay. So it's like
still came out on top.
On top.
Like I said, don't get me wrong. If it was anybody else, they would have been like this is where I'm saying you're gonna think I'm biased because I think 50 got probably the other 4 slots in my top 5. Of this track.
50 had the best, but then that opens up who won. Jay-Z won that situation. The only one who really I feel made it out of that 50 Cent beef is Jada. And
Jada and Ross too.
Ross,
it's a little different.
But 50 really ran down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jada, on that Jada situation, that shit ended up working out all right. But now he's on French's heels. Like he's really on French's heels.
Me personally, I used to.
So we're jumping into that now.
Nah. We still got to do our top 5. We got to do our top 5. But this is what I'm saying. 50, I feel like
a lot of shit.
Like the whole reason why I fuck with 50 like that is like on some how to rob shit.
Yeah.
50
I feel
definitely
like had the formula from jump and ran with it.
I feel like Nas, Jay, all that shit, even throwbacks where I don't even listen to, like The Bridge Is Over, like all that, that shit. But like 50, I feel like when he was spitting that shit, he really was like trying to hurt somebody. I feel like all the other shit was commercial. Yeah. Like big on some rap shit. I feel like 50.
Think about it, like a lot of this generation is like in a way 50's kids. Like
like bro, we was running around fucking
plenty of people have
G-Unit, all that shit.
Plenty of people have said that, and Game tried to even the GU shit. Mm-hmm. Now that 300 bars at running was crazy.
Was fire.
Yeah,
but like you got to think
lyrically. Game did his thing. Even the last album, like, I was telling you, the last album was crazy, bro. Like, he still got it too. But again, this is like David versus Goliath. Like, you one man going against Dre, 50 things. Like, it's way too much to he put up a fight.
Who, 50?
Game. Honestly, that's what made me really like Game even after the G Unit.
He did.
Just the fact that he was able to put up a fight individually.
You gotta say it's like this. I'm putting some shit out. 50 gonna say something. Jay-Z gonna say something. Now this is when Hov is still really spitting.
Yeah, and
it's
he's
like,
on fire.
You gotta show some form of respect for the higher being in the game too. You know what I'm saying? Like now, if that man comes directly at you and starts cutting your ass, I understand. But it's like, If it ain't no real, it's a little spars and little jabs and shit in the ring, you know, let it be. He's an OG. But it's like when you coming in, you can't be worried about beef with like legends. Like 50's a legend, bro. There's no beefing with 50.
Yeah,
you understand?
That's why I say with
There's
French, even
Jay, there's no beefing with Jay.
With French, French is, me personally, my personal opinion, French is lucky he ain't putting out a diss. Like, he ain't getting on his old shit. That would be bad, bro. Especially, think about it. Like, if this was normal, if this was 10 years ago,
different era though.
and now he's running with Diddy, bro, just think of, all right, I got a little clip. I want you to hear just the beginning, bro. Just the beginning. This is 50's type of time. This is the shit he's on.
50 Cent, you heard
Just
me.
listen.
I don't believe you let that nigga talk, you fat cupcake eating motherfucker. I fuck you up,
Yo,
nigga.
and
Fuck
50
fuck
still
nigga.
got this in him right
Nobody
now.
respect you, nigga.
But he's not gonna. That's what I'm saying.
nigga.
It's a different time. Thank God for a lot of people. It's a different time.
Bro, you preem
You mean?
son. Like, he's bringing real street shit into it. Like, he's really on that type of
Right.
time where, like, he's not, like, doing no diss tracks like you 36 in a karate class. Like, he said, I'll fuck you up, nigga. Like, he's really,
I don't know, man. Like, he'll run down. I feel like he'll still
I feel
run
like
down.
we
but,
don't need
like,
that right now. And thank God, like,
Nah.
again, 50's in a whole different space. Not saying that it won't ever go there. Obviously,
It's like
it
this.
could always go there.
We in
but
an industry, bro, full of hate, especially like the hip hop industry. Everybody with the plugs they got really should be trying to bring it together and try and bring each other up. You know what I'm saying? The problem is making sure that there's quality music with quality artists that's actually getting in tune with each other. You know what I mean? Because I can understand why certain artists don't want to help others, but yo, that
Yeah.
beef shit really, it's fun and all, but it's for the birds. Like, bro, like the money's where it's at.
But that's the
brings the
thing,
money.
too. I ain't even gonna lie. That
But-
should be entertaining as fuck. But that's why 50 popped so
But
big.
once it
because-
crosses that line, it's not worth
Bro,
the
all
money
of
anymore.
50's
Yeah.
That's what I'm
50's
trying to
diss
tell you.
songs are just as mainstream as Back to Back. Bro, Back Down's a diss song, and that shit was huge when it came out.
But bro, the thing is,
so that kind of takes back, like, so back to back, like you just said, is just as big as a piggy bank. Those are I feel like 50 mastered that too.
But
Making
he's
a
rapping.
sing-along song that's a diss song.
He's rapping though. I feel like just coming from Drake, he's singing shit. Like I feel like even with that,
That's where the game went, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
that you're right. Like, so he can sing diss you and rap diss you at the same
which is
time.
crazy. I ain't taking
Which
nothing
is-
away from it.
you
Which
know
is
what I mean?
crazy.
Nah, like that's what I'm saying. I mean, yo,
And I feel you. Like, I may not be a fan of the sing along, but like I gotta acknowledge,
He
like,
was-
damn, yo, you gonna diss him
he was
both
fire.
ways.
You know what I'm saying? He was fire. I seen, you know, what he could do just to a neighborhood by itself. Like 50's on some next level shit. Like there ain't nothing you could say. Now with the TV shows, now this new BMF shit that's supposed to be coming out or whatever
Bro,
that he's got.
that's
got
why
some ABC
that's why
shit.
I fuck with him. Like he's really he mastered the music shit.
Okay.
Anybody else sell as many records that Get Rich or Die Trying?
I mean,
Nah,
Still
right?
got a record
there's
for
no
that, yeah.
records, but
Yeah.
now he knows he mastered that shit, so he don't even got to do nothing. Now he's working on TV, bro. G Unit clothing was everywhere. Don't tell me you didn't have a pair of G Unit sneakers.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even
was
gonna hold
older.
you.
I didn't.
I
Like,
didn't.
I did. All right, so let's get into
but
it.
I feel you.
Top 5 diss songs.
All right. So would y'all say? Quick question though: Meek lost or he won with the Drake shit? I feel like Meek won.
Yo, I feel like
Right.
Meek on drugs and Meek now is two totally different.
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
And
yeah.
and now
100%.
he's way better. Like he's focused. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he was mad. Like you're battling with how. Name one person that had
Yeah,
a battle
like-
with Drake, but they're more emotional than Drake, bro. Like it's crazy. to me.
But that just goes to show you, like, when you having real life battles and then you having rap battles, yo, the real life battles are way bigger than the rap
Yeah.
battles. Internal battles is always gonna be bigger than whatever else.
If I
is
gotta
going
get on a
like,
microphone, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying?
seriously,
If it's like,
yeah,
if it's
yeah.
some real, you know what I mean? Like, that's why it's like, that's where that line's got to be drawn. And I feel like, you know, being off the drugs is probably what's going to cross that line. Because when you fucked up and you don't know where you at, you're going to say shit that you probably shouldn't be saying. and
doing
probably
things
crossing,
that you probably shouldn't be doing.
probably
too.
crossing line
Yeah.
you shouldn't be crossing, and that's where it gets a little hectic, and you're gonna end up involving yourself in some situations you don't want to be in. That's why, you know what I'm saying, know what you're doing, stay focused on what you're doing. But let's get back to what they were saying about the
top five.
The top five, yeah.
All right, so what's your top five, Rob?
Top 5. One is definitely Ether.
Ether.
One's definitely
Yeah, I'll
Ether.
take that.
One's definitely Ether.
So you said 2, 3, 4, and 5 is fifth. Like, what
Yo,
are we putting? Piggy
Nah,
bank?
two. Nah, I think Cocaine Dreams is
Okay.
bigger than all that. Me personally. Now, with shit like that, like, are we talking like 50 got songs where he's going at Joe, Jada.
I do have a 50 joint that's my top 5, but it would be literally like maybe my 5th joint.
Like, bro, if you type in like I'm typing right now, 50
That's,
Cent diss songs on YouTube, bro, there's pages. There's
Yeah.
pages. It's crazy.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I think like
Bro, one of his biggest, one of his first songs, Your Life's on the Line. That's murder.
Murder,
You're
yeah,
like,
that's-
like, yo, like, it's crazy.
damn.
It's crazy. Like, but then again, see, I can't do 50 all, cause yo, Jada,
Oh,
that
Jada.
checkmate
bro,
shit
that
is
checkmate
crazy.
was fucking retarded,
Yo,
bro.
it's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like the checkmate
It's
alone,
crazy.
that right there, he was. That's where he showed 50 a fight where I ain't seen nothing like that before. Like, that's a different type of animal right there. So that's definitely on my top 5.
Or even Problem Child with Jada and
Yeah, but that shit was not no checkmate. Bro.
Nah. Checkmate was something else. But
That
see,
was
50
fire.
be clowning, but he'll really punch you in the face. Like, what about the Officer
Yeah.
Ricky shit where he's dressed up with the Jerry curls and shit?
Even
you
the
know?
skits, like that's,
what I'm
the thing.
saying.
He wasn't just
Yo,
dissing him
that's
on
what I'm
records.
saying.
He
50 was
skits
doing them
too.
skits.
Like,
Those skits were ruthless. That's why, 50's up there when it comes to that. But it's like, like that's on some next level shit. That's like where, you're bodying somebody's life at this point. You don't even want to go out in public. Like, he over here with baby mom shooting pornos, doing all this extra shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's war. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you cross that certain line, that's war. You know what I'm saying? And
Now, does something like Swagger
like-
Jacker, does that count as a
nah,
diss
'cause
track?
if I'm gonna go
Because
with
it-
Cam diss songs, there's better Cam diss songs than that.
Yeah.
You mean that's why
Nah,
I feel like
I'm
even
saying
know
is
if I'm gonna go
Swagger
with
Jacker is that considered a diss song? Because he's not
Absolutely.
even rapping. He's
I'm making a record
That's an
dissing
engineer.
you. That's basically, you know what I mean? If I have my engineer do a lot of the work, that's still a diss song.
Yeah.
That's the whole
All right,
purpose.
so let's start it like this. What's your number one? What's number one on the list?
oh, that's fucking hard, bro.
That's
Ether.
See,
I-
you didn't-
Ether.
I don't know.
I don't feel
top
like it
five,
should be
but-
ethers. Like I don't know
All right,
why.
so
like,
what do you think? What's your number one?
number
I
one
think-
diss? Like if I had to pick the one diss song I wanted to hear for the rest of my life and never hear another diss song,
Hey, yo, that'd be
it
crazy.
would not be
It
Ether.
wouldn't be Ether.
That's the
You all would
real talk.
probably be like, "What the fuck is this dude on?" Like, but
All right,
that's just.
I'ma jump
that's
out the
just
window.
me. I probably not as far as me, but yeah.
I would have to say I can't say take over either. Honestly, probably Hit 'Em Up or Who Shot You.
I was gonna say that too. Hit him up. But see,
But
we all
that's
now
why
everybody.
I feel like you see what I mean. Like,
everybody's
50's
seen
in
all the
there,
movies.
Kim's
I
in there.
know.
So supposedly, Who Shot You wasn't really
Exactly.
aiming. Now Hit him up was like
Yeah.
I fucked your bitch, you
Yeah,
fat
yeah.
motherfucker.
That's why
Like,
That
I would
was-
say hit 'em
alright.
up. But
That's-
even that is too cliche.
So Hit 'Em Up. All right,
It
so
is,
then we
yeah.
can
Too
say Hit 'Em
cliche,
Up really
bro.
is a diss song. Maybe Who Shot You is not a diss song, but I feel like it should be in the category just because off of strength to release that at that time. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's just,
yeah, with the animosity and all that shit behind it.
So what's your number
yeah.
one?
All right, Hit 'Em Up. I'll go with Hit 'Em Up. I'll
What?
put Who Shot You at number 2. That's 1 and 2 right there.
You don't even want to know my number one.
Go ahead.
My favorite.
Talk about it.
Favorite time. 50 Cent, Piggy Bank.
All right. Nah, I
My
fuck with that.
favorite
I'll take
number.
that.
With it.
But if we talking some, real beef shit, I'd say Hit 'Em Up would be second. But like I said, that's a little
So
too.
go ahead, run through your 5 right now.
Nah.
Run through your 5.
Ether is definitely probably like number 4.
Facts.
What's
You know
three?
what I'm saying?
What's three?
I do like Hove on and it sounds crazy too because it's not even nothing crazy, but I do like Hove on Ballin'.
So
like,
many other
I love
things.
Hove when he like, you know what
Yo.
I'm saying? Like Hove is really getting at a lot of people on a lot of songs. You gotta listen
It's
to
like
some of
subliminals.
his
yeah.
subliminal verses. Like, but I'm gonna say Hove on Ballin' just because I remember being at a certain age when he did that, and it was just like.
And that was a time, like,
Yeah.
for people that don't understand, Ballin' was like the #1 song.
You understand?
on
I'm
the radio,
still
everywhere in
trying to
America at
hear
that time.
Max. I'm still trying to hear Max B and Stack's verse for that
For
song.
Ballin', like,
You know what I'm saying? They was in that video. Like, I know that there was some shit. I still want to hear what they would sound like on that song.
Now, speaking of, that's probably on my. I don't know what that'd be on my top
man.
5. She touched it in Miami.
Yeah,
That was
that's
bad.
He went in.
That's bad.
He went
bro.
in.
That's
Like,
bad.
told her take your dentures out for your gum work.
yeah.
All right, so I'm going with Ether #1. Yo, I think Hail Mary might be too.
Hail Mary.
With the Eminem
Bro.
and 50 Hail Mary.
Oh,
And
yeah.
with Busta Rhymes. Busta even went in, bro.
Yeah,
Busta got bars, yo.
Busta can rap.
I think 3.
Shout out Busta.
I think 3 would be
Word. Shout out
Checkmate.
Busta.
Be sweating that quad all the time.
Quad, yo, my fault about the bathroom, Busta. Like, yo, it was a wild night.
But all right, so I got Ether.
I remember that shit.
Now this is from 1 to 5. Ether,
Oh, you're bugging.
Hail Mary. What did I say for 3?
I gotta come with a notepad so I could jot it down, son. Like,
Ether, Hail Mary, Checkmate would be probably 3.
yeah, Checkmate. I gotta put
Probably
on.
3. Yo, I gotta put. It's too good to not put Sheether in there.
female.
Sheether.
Like, would
I'm
you
just-
say best female diss song ever?
Yeah. What other?
That's hard.
What other?
I feel like
what
she
other
kinda-
female diss
I
songs
mean,
are there?
MC Light, Queen Latifah. But I know that's a little bit older for a lot of people.
If
so-
we're doing that, then we're going No Vaseline with Ice Cube and
Ice
shit
Cube,
like that.
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but I feel like Nicki had some shit where she bodied some.
Yeah.
She bodied
Yeah?
some shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nicki. Who the fuck was Nicki dissing? She was going.
She was
in.
going at Kim
Oh,
Foxy
yeah,
for
I
a
think
time
it
when
was
she first
Kim.
came out. But I feel like, yo, Remy and Cardi changed a
But
lot.
Remy, like even Cardi though. Cardi got a right.
Remy's
Remy,
another
though,
species, bro.
Like-
Remy's.
like,
You know what I'm saying? Like
No, now you're right, bro. Black Friday, Lil Kim, the Nicki diss.
oh yeah,
That was
This
bad,
song's
too.
war.
That was bad too.
Yeah,
And that shit was like some catchy shit where it'd be on the radio.
true.
You know what I mean? But all right, so I'm doing Sheetha #4, and #5. Damn. That's
all
rough.
right, top 5, I say Hit 'Em Up, Tupac. Who Shot You, Biggie. 3, that's a tough one. I don't even, I'm gonna go outside of the city for this one. Let's say Game. I feel like out of this songs, like,
he bodied it.
yo, this song's anything from Game. I just want him to have that slot, I feel like. So I'm gonna throw it to
Pest
him.
Control's up there.
Pest Control to
the
me.
Ubi- on the Ubi.
No?
On the Ubi.
Nah,
That was,
but he
How
had
you
another
take that
joint.
back though? Like after all that, you know what
I
I'm
feel like
saying?
they do this shit for show. I feel
Yeah,
like.
it's
Like, I
it's
feel
all
like
part of the game. We get it. It's scripted. It's like wrestling. But I still enjoy. Hey, it's a gladiator sport. You pay to get what you watch, just like the NFL.
Bro, you getting
You know what I
all
mean?
them
Like-
views though, talking all that reckless shit, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like,
Yeah.
He came to that shit was in New York, right? Wasn't that in the Bronx?
Nah.
He shot that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
shot that
He
video
shot
in the
that in the
Bronx, right?
X.
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah, so
So I'm gonna throw Game at 3. I'll put Eat That at 4.
Ether. Yeah, I put Ether at my 4 too.
I want to put the 5th one with Jay, but like, yo, I honestly give that to 50 just because I feel like he's better. 50's built for beef. It just makes sense that he would get that spot.
Yeah.
Anything from 50, son, like, which makes sense because Game is kind of like 50's protege in a sense, like,
Yeah,
so.
definitely. I would definitely I would definitely have Checkmate in my shit. Well, number 1, I would have Piggy Bank. 2, Hit 'Em Up. 3, Checkmate. 4, Ether. 5, I can't find. I like Hove's Ballin'. Clapback at Jim Jones. That shit always make me laugh.
Yeah, it would do.
I really do. And especially that time, man, you had to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Growing up, like.
I think my 5 is definitely Swagger Jacker at the end.
Yeah.
That was too bad to not even.
Yeah.
Bro, like people that don't listen, that exposed the shit out of him bad.
No, I
bro.
know.
Bad. And then he's flipping shit. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter. Like, he's
For
flipping
myself and
everything.
others, yeah.
Yeah, like he's
And
flipping
then he
it,
plays
like-
that back.
I don't think this is ever going to make it to title if we keep doing this.
Shout out to Jay-Z.
Shout
Shout out to
man.
Hov.
Shout out to
Shout
Hov.
out to Revolt too. Shout
Yeah,
out everybody on
Revolt,
YouTube.
man. You know what I mean? Shout outs to, you know what? Shout outs to, nah, I'm not even going to shout them out.
Shout
They-
out to
Nah,
us. BQE
Ascension need to
Podcast,
cut the
man.
check.
Like,
Ascension need to cut the check, bro.
Yeah, for real.
They need to do that. But
For real.
yeah, man, it really ain't rap ain't how it was. You know what I mean? Like it's a bunch of weirdo shit going on. I feel like.
Even like now when I be rapping, it's like, bro, I got more attention off of dumbed down music than when I'm actually really spitting. So it's like, you know, at some point
you do with the money.
you go where
dictates.
the money go, and it's
That's
not just that. I go
giving
with it,
up your artistic integrity.
It
bro.
is,
Like,
but it's like this.
it's like-
I could paint you a portrait, but how about I make you a real quick outline, and I can get about 3,000 of them outlines.
you're
out.
gonna do what makes sense,
You know
and that's
I'm
what people
saying?
don't understand.
I'm a businessman
'cause,
before
yeah.
anything, bro. Like at the end of the day, if it makes money and it makes sense, you got to do it. But this industry, though, it's in for a real awakening, because I'm telling you now, what's left is gonna be a different form of music. Like you're gonna have spitters that's spitting one type of shit. You're gonna have upbeat type of music. You're gonna have singers type
It's
of
just
music.
gonna be divided.
See, me personally, bro, I listen. I'm like articulate with that shit. I listen to the words. That's why I fuck with your music. I listen
Yeah.
to the words. Actually, what's being said. Like you can't be on no. That's why, like,
yeah, you gotta say words.
like.
I mean,
Who's a
But-
good example of you don't even know what they're saying?
I mean,
Young
what can
Thug,
I say,
Future,
bro?
like,
Everybody says 3 words and they get on, so it's like, you know what I mean? I couldn't even tell you. Because it's like, bro, like, think about it. If I hear that you only saying 1 or 2, 3 words, yeah, that shit is catchy. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna rock with it, but I probably will never remember who it is, like, unless it's in front of me on TV. This is where they're winning. It don't gotta be good. It just gotta be catchy and be in front of you. It's like that annoying, like, whatever, fucking stain on your shirt. You can't get it off. You can rock the shirt, but the stain's always gonna be there, and you're always gonna see it. So it's like,
I feel like that's that Roddy song, that Roddy Rich song. What's that song that's catchy as a motherfucker? Yeah.
Oh, the box? That's my
but
joint,
yo,
bro.
like,
But-
I'm
But
glad.
he really ain't saying nothing.
No,
I
but
feel
I'm
like.
glad-
He
is.
Yo,
Yeah,
he's
He's saying-
spitting crazy.
But
That's
what
one
I'm
of those-
glad is these guys is actually coming and saying some shit that, yo, bro, I'm gonna smoke a blunt and I'm gonna be like, and that
That's
shit's
what I'm
gonna
saying.
sound fire in the
That shit
booth.
is more catchy than anything
Yeah.
else. That's what I was getting at.
Everybody that's with me is gonna look at me like, yo, this guy is insane.
Same
But
until it works.
until it works.
Yeah.
That's me 99% of the time I'm in the studio. They say, yo, this fucking kid is retarded. And then all of a sudden we come out and the song is like, yo, I hear it panning here, this, that. Because, bro,
You gotta have that vision.
you
That's
gotta
what it
have
is.
You just gotta map it
But
out.
but to go back to what you were saying before, like it's getting divided. Like if you think about it, it's Black history. Not to throw that in there, but this has happened before. This happened with rock. This happened with jazz. Like before, there was soft jazz, hard jazz, and every different. It was just jazz. Before it was hard rock. You know, rock like it was just one thing. And it usually that's how it happens. Like
Yeah.
in the 1920s and the 1820s. So like fast forward to now, we're in 2020. It's been 100 years since the last time it happened. All right, so it's happening again. It's shocking to us, or I feel like a little bit jarring to us because we're actually living through it. But yo, if you know the formula, you know the formula. 1 + 1 still equals 2, no matter what time it is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like we see the changes. It's just like you're adapting. That's why you have the following that you have. A lot of people like Roddy, you may not get it at first because I didn't really understand it. I had again, like me being a huge Nipsey fan.
Oh yeah.
That's how that's how he got exposed to me.
That's how I was exposed to him.
That Die Young shit was fire. He killed it.
He killed a lot of things.
Like,
and then me picking up on him, now I understand it. Like, yeah, if you just put him in the same category like as a lot of other people right now, you'll be like, yo, he's probably not saying nothing. Then you actually take the time to dissect it. It's just like foreign food. At first, it's like, yo, what does this taste?
Yep.
And then once it sits a little bit, like, all right, I get it. Like, all right, this is the meat. This is the potatoes. Like, Kick got fire, bro.
He turned down a Meek Mill deal for that. That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
you know what I mean? Like,
see, I got exposed to him. That's why I
retarded.
like him, because I got exposed to him with the Nipsey joint.
Yeah.
Racks in the Middle.
Yeah.
He killed that shit.
No, he did.
And
He did the hook.
And
but
he didn't
killed
really
it.
do anything crazy. He just did a hook.
Wait, didn't
but
he
the
just
hook
do a
was,
song with Meek?
He
Oh,
did.
yeah,
That letter to
for
And
Nipsey.
it's like,
Yeah.
and it's fire. Like, I'm
But
not gonna front.
What he did was he made sure that, yo, like, he still fucks with Meek and all that shit. He just didn't do business with him. And that's cool because he believes in his product and knows that he can
He could do it on
He's
his own.
independent? He's independent?
Yeah.
bro. Meek wanted to sign
That's
him.
like-
That shit's crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
real. Like I'm not
feel
knocking
him.
it. And then you gotta think like he was just about like his. I don't know. I'm not gonna front like I know the inner workings of their relationship.
Yeah.
But the relationship that he did have with Nipsey, you could tell from the outside looking in. Like once Nipsey was on, they definitely was gonna be popping together.
Oh,
You know
without
what I
a
mean?
doubt.
So you gotta think that probably plays into it for him too. Like. Especially coming from places that we come from, you experienced a lot of loss.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I could do it on my own. I don't need to tie myself to anything so much, so I don't have to worry about losing it. You know what I mean? I could see him looking at it like that too.
Definitely.
That's like another one, Young and May, bro, independent. Oh.
And I'm loving it. She's fired. Like
I don't know
people
how
say
she's
like
doing
people's
it.
not spitting now. Like
I don't know
yo,
how she's doing
how?
it.
If you listen to anything she does,
She kills it.
Bro,
That shit-
she's
the
up
joint
there.
with M?
Like, she's up there, one of the best lyrical
Yeah.
females.
because you gotta think how
She's
many
up there.
really lyrical females are out right. I mean, right
The
now
only
there's
thing
so
I
crazy.
read-
How
Remy.
many
There
lyrical-
really is a lot of them,
How
but
many lyrical people are there out right now? That's the thing. Like, she's killing it for women, but
In general, too. She's
In
killing
general,
she's killing
but
half
that-
the dudes.
Yeah.
and that's the problem because like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that wouldn't be the case.
case
so
because
much.
yeah, I agree.
Rappers
Because the
was
caliber
rapping.
of rappers is
You know what
different.
I'm saying? Like, now it's a little different. She's killing it though, but she's in a category of her own. You know what I mean? But she still got a rough category she got to deal with. You still got, the Nickies. You still got
The
the
Cardis.
the Cardis.
Even with the writers, like, hey,
I
see
feel
her
like Nicki's
performances.
on that rah, 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 like
Yeah.
it's like on some Drake shit. Like I feel like he molded her how to. Like, she
I
be
mean,
changing her
they
voice
picked up
and
off of each other a lot. I feel like that's what
I
happens
don't
when
know.
you're in a creative
Me
space.
personally, I like the raw, real shit. That's why I fuck with 50. So then when she starts talking in, what's that? Yo, what's like her alter ego, Nicki?
Yeah,
What is
she got
Oh,
she
yeah.
got
What
several.
is that
Barbie, like
that's the thing. I don't
I'm not a
listen to
Barbie
it.
fan, so I don't know
what
all
is it with
the Harajuku. Like she got so
Roman's
many of them.
Revenge shit.
Yeah,
What's
Roman.
that?
Oh, where she starts talking all crazy.
Yeah,
like,
that's the type of shit that I'll listen to, and then I'll be like, I can't even take her real rapping
Seriously, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like if Remy did that, you won't
But
see Remy doing that
again,
shit
like
that.
yo, we're from again. This is where the time difference is kind of like left out of the picture. Like there's millions of kids,
But Nicki,
and
our
not
age,
even
ain't she?
kids, young adults.
Nicki,
that,
I'm not too sure, honestly.
Nicki's got to be late 20s.
niggas in our age group.
Nicki's definitely gotta be like
early 30s,
That's what I'm saying.
30s, definitely.
So like, does that
Well, her
count?
audience.
That's what I'm saying. So how does that come into play now? If you're rapping to a different generation, but you're in your third, you know what I mean? Like you were going against your morals and principles code
There's
to
a lot of
entertain.
people doing that.
That's
like,
a problem too. Why? Like now that I'm a little bit older, I'm trying to like change in my ways because now you see that the youth starts to follow you and you want to set an example for the youth. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get it completely.
And it's like, yo, at the end of the day, I'm not saying what I promote is good or whatever, and you go do it, But what I am saying is like you just gotta watch how you do it because, like I said, these young kids is fucking coming up. You know, they're already crazy and twisted. You don't want to tell them more shit and have them even more crazy.
I mean, that's like a huge social responsibility.
Yeah,
and
like,
I see where that gets tricky. You don't want to just put it on music or video games or any form of entertainment because you put too much responsibility on like the artist for what somebody does. That's kind of wild. You know what I mean? So that's a gray area, but like, yo, we all should be socially responsible for what you put out in the universe. Yeah. Whether you're an artist, no matter what you are in life, like you're still a human being. So that's a whole nother convo for a whole nother day. Yeah. But
all right, so back to lyrics. Who?
Well, I was gonna say we're like low on time, so if we want to jump into one of the other segments, like 6ix9ine, how y'all feel?
Oh,
you mean like we
However
could do something real quick?
It,
6ix9ine, definitely.
All right, so being we on the podcast, let's just get right to it. I already mentioned it.
All right.
DJ
Vlad, Informant. 6ix9ine.
Facts.
Super facts.
Yeah,
Super
bro. I
facts.
feel like me personally, like if we had somebody up here, and like they were saying some wild.
I feel like you
shit.
could get indicted just for saying DJ Vlad. Like I don't want you to say his name. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if for example, if I had you up here as a guest and you're saying some rah shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, like, like cut it. Like, I'm not getting now. It comes down to like,
bro, I'm gonna walk out the room just so we have to stop.
You walk
like,
out
bro,
the room,
what are
it
you
don't
doing?
matter.
I still come for a Vlad interview though. Don't get me wrong. You can ask me whatever the fuck you want. Just know.
Like I said, people
you might not get answers.
You might not get answers.
People are indicting themselves, but now it comes down to, like I said, if you got somebody on here and they're saying some wild shit and you don't cut it because you want the views, now it's like you're getting subpoenaed. Like, are you giving up the footage? And this person's about to go to jail, or are you losing your business and they're coming after you now?
Bro, you just watch what the fuck you gotta say.
But that's what I'm saying. Just cut it from the camera. For a couple views, you're gonna get subpoenaed and shit. It's crazy.
You just cut it.
But we all agree, Vlad's an informant. Like
100%.
If you're giving up paperwork or you're giving up footage, that's working with them.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah,
so6ix9ine. So what you got on the table?
Damn, that Vlad one was really
like,
good.
that was crazy.
All right, what about this with Kanye? Is he losing his fucking mind?
6ix9ine. Kanye losing his mind.
It's
nah.
iffy. It's
I can't
iffy.
even say facts because I feel like he been lost his mind. So it's.
How many times you gonna lose your mind? Bro? You know what I mean?
Can
Like,
you
if
get a
go
facts
off
and nah? Like,
I'm gonna tell
can
you
we?
why. I'm gonna tell you why it's not. Because I expected that with Kanye. Like,
Alright,
you
so-
see who he's with? Like, bro,
Who, the Kardashian, Jenner?
they fucking molding him and
They got like voodoo
Get
built
Out
in
family.
their
all
veins
this
and
shit.
shit.
You know what I mean? Shout outs to Kardashians, but like, you know what I mean? Like, that
I mean, if
shit
they
is
cut a
wild.
check, they cut a check.
Yeah,
but
you know what
I'm
I'm
straight.
saying?
like,
but
I won't
shout
go
out-
looking for that check. Let's
Yeah.
just say that. Like,
That's the thing. Like, I expected that with Kanye. So it's like, yeah, I would say nah. But you know what I'm saying? Now Kanye's a single man and he's still doing this. Well, yeah, bro, you got, you know what I mean?
But is that really an excuse? I'm not
I
moving.
feel like-
I'm not
Yeah,
moving.
I could see that being an excuse for him.
because look, Kanye's
But
putting
is
enough
that
work in.
acceptable?
Would it be acceptable for me or you?
I don't know.
Nah,
Your wife's
like-
a trillionaire or whatever the fuck she is, billionaire. She's up there.
Nah,
But that's
the
the
air's
thing
a
too,
little
like,
different up there.
Now you're allowed to move on some funny shit because of.
Bro, they got a
I
sink.
mean, but again,
Bro, they got a sink that
this
goes
is-
like this, and the water comes down, bro. The water looks like it's pouring on a fucking table. It's a fucking sink, bro. Their tub is like in the middle of like this jungle on top of a mountain, bro. Like at the end of the day,
Right.
Kanye ain't trying to leave that. He ain't trying to
Yeah.
go to Chicago and fucking. And he got bread.
Look,
But-
I feel like, can we say this is questionable? Absolutely. But again, this is why I feel like it's a facts or not. It could be both because he been moving suspect. This ain't the first.
But
if it
it's
was the
like-
first or second or maybe third, but this is like a consistent pattern for
it's
Kanye
it's
for like
so-
years.
It's so. opposite ends of the spectrum. Like I remember when I fucked with Kanye, he was in State Property. Remember State Property movie?
Yeah.
And now you selling drugs in State Property in the movie. And now you're saying with the Kardashians, for example, with Kim. He was with Kim when he made that "You're such a fucking hoe." Like
I love it,
And now you're like, I can't say the word hoe.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like I feel like now with the preaching shit and the Sunday choir shit, I feel like this is rock bottom. Like nobody finds God that much unless you're really like you have nothing else to turn to. I feel like, but like you know what I mean?
I can't judge if he like that's not my place to speak on. But I do feel like it is. My issue with it is like it feels very disingenuous because, like you said, you just made that song last year. Like
that's what
if
I'm
that
saying,
song
man.
came out like 6 years ago, I could see how you got from there to there. But you're looking at it like, yo, how'd you go from there to there in a year? And I'm looking at it like, you've been a different person for the last 6 years.
Plus,
so
I mean,
the new person is just a new person.
Who really knows what be going on?
Yeah.
In that status. When you're that big, bro, who knows? Who knows what their life is really like? Like you know
when your wife gets meetings with the president,
bro.
and
with the president, she getting people pulled out of jail and shit. Like she's getting people out of jail. Shout out to Kim for that. She's
real,
getting people
Max
out of
get
jail.
out of
Like
jail, bro,
but like this is what I'm saying. Like don't get me wrong. I'm spiritual and I pray and shit like that. But when I feel like it's too, like you're broadcasting it. Like you're doing it for attention. It feels like, you know what I mean. Like it's I just seen Kiss on live at the Sunday choir shit. Kanye's shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And now you're like just don't knock what you were doing. You know what I mean? Like you said you was losing your mind and you're singing that song, and now you're normal because you found God. But like I feel like it's just. I feel like it's all like he just switched, like, and a lot of artists that happens, like painting. He took over sneakers. Like it's crazy the way these kids.
Yeah, but he took over in a bad way because now it's like, bro, like I can get Yeezys. The fact that I can get Yeezys now, I don't want Yeezys.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know
Isn't
what I'm saying?
an excuse for behavior? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I could say I sold fucking 17 million hats. And now I can go outside and fucking run around screaming and doing all this crazy shit because of my money, my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
Yo,
I feel like he was... I feel
so
like
I'm
the
going to
money
go with
is
a
really
nah,
what,
too. That's a nah, because...
I feel like because of her social status is what's making him lose his shit. For real.
There's something going on.
For real. It's crazy.
There's
it's
something.
crazy.
I heard something like... You know, bro, I don't know too many things about that, but, you know, I heard Kabbalah witches and all that crazy shit. Like,
and that's one thing, too. This is what I'm saying. Like
I
I'm
don't
genuinely meditate and shit. Like, but, like, when you start fucking with that shit, like, when you start messing with, I'm not trying to sound like a preacher or nothing, but when you start messing with, like, spirits and God and that shit ain't good for nobody.
Nah.
Like, all right, let's switch it now. Like all these, that's a new word. I'm a demon.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, when does that even?
I mean,
I feel
we
weird
live in a weird time where this is what happens when, like, as a society, we decide like everything that used to be the right thing is now the wrong thing, and so now let's go to the other extremes. So everything is getting more and more extreme. Yeah, I feel like now it's probably getting more extreme than it's probably ever been before. But eventually, balance always, you know what I mean? Things always balance themselves out. Like, you may not be part of that. I may not be part of that. The people that are, they get it. All right, they'll get together and then, you know what I mean? Like, eventually that'll be that. And then life will go on. Like,
I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm a demon. I'm this and that. Just know... You know, when it's time to be it's time to be a demon, be one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They'll be like, yo, I'm a demon, this, that, on God.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's the
that's the new
That's an oxymoron.
That's what I'm saying.
But,
and then you'll say the next sentence, you'll be on my mama or on God. Like that. Nah, bro. You messing with shit that is uncontrollable. You know what I mean? I really feel like if something's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So like you playing with fire.
100%.
You're playing with fire.
100%. Especially if you're playing with the wrong person, then that's just straight fire that you're playing with. Because people don't want to hear that demon shit.
You're messing with shit that ain't even a person. Like spiritual shit. Like I believe in that shit, bro. Like voodoo, all that shit. Like it's crazy. It may sound crazy to some people, but it's real, like, and you be fucking with it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it even necessary? To me, there's no. You're gonna sell a record more is because you're saying I look like a demon or I'm a demon? Like, no, you just look fucking nuts to me.
Hell yeah.
To me, like you look nuts.
That's what happened too. Like, you notice that whole Illuminati shit just got tucked under the rug. Like, it's quiet for that. Like, nobody's selling their soul no more. Now everybody's a demon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
I ain't heard nobody say except Roddy in that one song in the box. I'll never accept. But that's like the last time I heard somebody say
that.
So
my
soul.
Shout out to my son. He's got that. I seen that. He just started a line. It's what is it? Won't sell my soul.
Oh, won't sell my
Yeah.
soul.
Soul not for sale. That's
soul
what
not for sale. I seen that.
Shout out to Mice.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. You're messing with shit that you can't control, especially like, I don't know. Yeah, like that Illuminati shit, bro. That don't.
Bro, I get emails all the time and Instagram messages. You ready to join the Illuminati Brotherhood? Like,
so you think?
Yo,
bro,
that I be Xing them out. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's another thing. You messing with people that really got more money than everybody on Earth.
Yeah.
Like you, and now you're mocking them basically.
You go on Instagram and fucking, I get an incoming video call from Illuminati with a fucking eye. Like, yo, this shit. Yo, I don't play around with that shit, man. Like, I don't need that fucking no demon fucking shit hitting my phone. Like, I ain't playing.
Not even that. Like for example, with Trump, I'm not even getting into that.
All right, so that was gonna be my facts, and actually,
go ahead.
Like, Trump 2020, another 4 years.
Yeah,
facts and
without a doubt. Without a doubt. I don't agree with it, but that's what it is. It is what it is.
Honestly, it's probably gonna end up that way.
Look at
before.
I feel like that's a fact.
I'll
say facts now. It's mad.
Look at your little guide on your TV station. Every night it's the impeachment.
Let's see how long they drag this court case out to.
This shit is over already.
No, but I'm talking about the next investigation that they go into. That they're gonna open up now 1, 2, 3 more investigations on him, and it's going to be something else. And here's the problem. He's going to end up getting saved by the bell. There's going to be an open pending investigation while it's time for either him to be taken out of office.
It's working in his favor.
It's working in his favor currently.
Because now
it's promotion. That's all it is.
Even just the impeachment trial, that's dying out everybody that's running against him. That's killing all the noise. But this is what I'm saying. This is where...
So maybe devil's advocate, on the flip side, now that it's ending, Wednesday is when today is like a few days, that shit is over. What happens then?
His people got to vote against him. That's like me. That's like me saying, yo, Truth, I really fuck with you. I fuck with what you're doing, but we got to vote against you to get
so
this
that's what I'm saying. It's over, and then what happens?
Remember though, too, you still got to leave that room for these dudes. It depends on what their loyalty is. Is their loyalty in blue hundreds? Is their loyalty in blood? What's their loyalty in? Will they testify against him or will they not? That's the other question. Like he said, I know you, but am I riding for you blood-wise or am I riding for you paper-wise? Because if it's paper-wise, you know what I'm saying? How much paper are we talking? Blood, what work you put in?
This is where... like Illuminati type, like secret society shit comes into play. Like, I don't like saying it. Illuminati, that shit just sounds like a ghost tale. You know what I mean? Like paranormal activity, shit like that. But secret society shit, like, bro, how do you... So who's the most powerful person in the United States?
Yo,
just answer so I can prove this point. Trump.
That we think?
That you think, that you know publicly, I feel like.
But this is what I'm saying. He's just a sheep. He's just a puppet for the real people that...
So on a whole nother tip, right? This is another thing that bothers me. Like, that's a valid point, like you say. People saying, I'm a demon and on God. The whole contradictory times that we live in, like, example, Trump is president. Nobody. That's the public face of something. That's why me personally, I don't believe in the Illuminati. Like, because I feel like a lot of people will be like, I believe in the devil. I'm a devil worshiper. All right, so if you believe the devil is real, that means, because you can't have one without the other, right? Yeah. If I say I believe in God, that means I'm acknowledging the devil is also real. So if I choose to be like, yo, I'm a devil worshiper, that means you're acknowledging God is also real. So you're making your choice. Choice, I don't mind. You don't have to believe what I believe. I don't have to believe what you. You're free to believe what you want, but acknowledge that you're making a choice. Don't make it seem like it's just one and you don't have a choice. That, I feel like, is the thing that bothers me the most out of all of that. Like, yo, the Illuminati's real, but all right, God's not. So if God, I actually read the Bible. I actually, you know what I mean? I've read the Quran. I've actually taken the time to read these books to see what it actually says for myself instead of somebody else telling me. So I believe, if God is with me, nothing against me is gonna persevere. Like I'm gonna be able to circumnavigate that situation no matter what. So if you telling me you believe in the devil, you made that choice, bro. Like, sit with it.
See, this is the thing too.
I don't feel bad. Like,
the generation we're in, where they could be like, they say anything, they jump out the window with shit, and you don't know nothing about it. Like literally, like I that's why I said I'm not talking about Trump. I'm not into the politics and shit and what they do for the country and all that shit. To me, like I said, it don't. Are you gonna, if Trump gets reelected next year, or whenever it is this year, or if somebody else gets elected, how is your life gonna change?
It's not, and that's the problem.
You get what I'm saying?
Know what?
But see, this is the thing. We all feel that way, right? It's not until it actually starts happening.
My life's already changed, if you ask me.
Look, this is my personal. It's not the fact that my life will change. I don't like the fact that you have the ability. Like, that shouldn't even be on the table. Is how I look at it. Like, you shouldn't have the ability to change my life. Yeah. Like, if we out here trying to get it by any means, or however you out there getting it, you should be able to do that without harming any other person. Chase your dream. 100%. You know what I mean? As long as you're not doing nothing wild out there, like, yo, go get the bag. That's what everybody should be doing.
Saying you trust the government and saying, like, you trust a financial institution.
I don't.
So is your money going to be there for you?
Bottom line is, we'll agree that there is several people higher than Trump that I feel like he's a yes man, and so are all these politicians. They're just puppets on a string.
He's not even the guy near the guy.
No,
I feel
but
like he's
when
the guy
you
that
got money,
ended up in that.
When you got that money, you rub elbows with that other fucking percentage.
But you're talking, Trump got what? Hundreds of millions of dollars?
I don't know what he's got. That's
the thing.
Is he
a billionaire yet? But this is what I'm saying. You ain't bumping
no
elbows with people that. These people that are supposedly, like, if you read up on it, like, people that are really controlling the country and shit, these people are worth trillions, bro. Trillions. Like, you could literally give somebody $600 million.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're really not bumping elbows. Change. He just looks strong to us. Like in these books that about Illuminati and stuff like that. Like, Jay-Z looks strong to us. He's poor to them. To them, he's poor.
I know, and that's the thing. You're always chasing that high when you're getting rich. It's like you get to that level, and it's like you are lit, but there's so many other levels above you that's looking at you like, what the fuck? Get your money up, man. Like, and that's what I feel like that's what that chases, and then that's where the egos come in. You see some of these rich dudes, they walk in the room, they got a fucking hairpiece. He thinks he's the best looking guy in the room, but it's like he got more money than fucking everybody times 50. He could probably fuck any bitch. But he comes in there thinking that he's a 20-something-year-old guy who looks good, in shape, and this and that, but he's really just some loaded fucking
But that's where
dude
it comes
with a mop
into play
top
too.
Yeah.
How you think and how you feel about yourself.
Reality.
Like, exactly. Like, bro, him thinking that he's 27 and he's really 60 and he looks good and shit. He's probably happier than most other billionaires. Because you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a firm believer of you give in what you put out, you're getting back.
Yeah.
Negative energy, you give it out, you're getting it back. Like, for perfect example, 6ix9ine.
Oh, yeah, that's the perfect way to close this show.
Like,
Yo,
straight into that. Shout out to Bobby Shmurda.
Yeah, free Bobby.
Yeah,
Keeping it real
Bobby,
and
for
rowdy.
real.
Yeah.
Free all of them.
Bro, that's just crazy to me.
I feel like anytime, I feel like that's my goal. Like, anytime somebody brings up 6ix9ine, I feel like I should just bring up Bobby.
Yeah, because
Because it's like the counterbalance.
right there.
not even
the
that,
same
bro.
choice, two different decisions and two
I
different
mean,
outcomes.
it's just two different builds, bro.
Nah,
Like,
it's
6ix9ine
not
ain't
even-
built like
that's
Bobby,
why
bro,
I ain't
nor
even.
rowdy.
I ain't even. Like, it's just.
And I don't
it's a
even know them
fraud.
personally.
It's a
but I
fraud
know
and a real one.
they're
Like, you know
certified.
what I mean? Like,
But that's what I'm saying. It's like a perfect, because a lot of times when you say that, people take a lot of things as like hyperbole. Like, you're just saying it. You know what I mean? They don't actually look at the real life or the real world example of it. And that's like a real life example of like, yo, a fraud versus a real one. Bobby was a real one. He could have been home. He's like, nah. You
what
know
do you
what?
take? Like 3 more years so Rowdy get out the same
Something
He
time?
like
took
that.
6, bro. He
No,
would've
they got 6 each, right?
Yeah.
He was
They
supposed
got
to get like
7
9,
each.
right?
He would have got.
I think it was like 6 and
The
6
Rowdy
or
was supposed to
7.
get 9 or some shit, right? Like
Roddy
Then
was
they
gonna
took
get like
the
more.
middle
Yeah.
one. Yeah, he took the middle or something.
Like, he split the bill. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like the way you split cat fare with your homie, because
Which is
you know
what it's supposed to be. If
Yeah,
you really
exactly.
with them, you know what I mean?
like we riding together, exactly. We gonna split the bill. All right, we knew it, but then you have the complete opposite. Like, nah,
See, you knew it was
I don't
gonna-
even
So-
want to go into it too
So
much.
my question is, how long you think 6ix9ine's gonna last when he comes home?
Bro, this look at his
because
look
now
at
it's
His
so
guard
different.
stepped away from him.
Nah, bro, this
I
is
mean,
why-
no,
But
like, you
yo,
could
he got
trust that
labels
anyway.
offering whole album deals as soon as he touches down. It's like, yo, even if it doesn't work and it's not successful, I feel like, why is it even an option?
this is
like,
why-
you know what I mean? That's weird to me.
this is why I said we're not from this generation, because this shit is like, it's cool now. It's cool to, like, bro, you see the people in these comments and shit? Oh, if they would have fucked my baby moms too,
I know,
I
some
would
dumb
Yo,
shit.
that's why I'm not gonna lie.
Bro.
Shout out to Uncle Murder for even starting to, like, you listen to the wrap up every year.
Yeah.
The beginning of the wrap up, he's going at K Michelle, and I get it, like,
Yeah.
cause you seen the meme, right? Yo, I can't wait for him to get out.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
But see,
you can't wait for really. And you in the comment, this is what made me look at it suspect. Like, in the comments, she acknowledges, like, I'm not from the streets. I don't understand the rules. All right, so boom, right there. It's like, you gave yourself an out. You should have stayed out. But now you open the door to be in the conversation. You got to kind of take whatever comes. Like, if we in the tussle, I expect to get hit.
Bro, but
you know what I
this-
mean?
this
like,
is what I'm
it just
saying.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
This is
You're
why-
not gonna punch somebody in the face and expect them not to do anything back.
This is why again,
Like-
I fucked with 50. Like, me personally, bro, what is there? It, like, especially on some gang shit with 6ix9ine's on and they're on.
Yo,
There-
what the
there's
fuck though? 50 was really doing a lot of hanging around him. I know why and shit, but it's like,
It's
damn.
good publicity. But
Yeah.
now this is what I'm saying.
All
This-
gun marketing,
This is
we
what I'm
get it.
saying. Now people are saying, like, don't get me wrong, yeah, they're trying to kill him and they're fucking his baby moms. It's crazy. But now, the art of war, bro. What rules are there? Like, aren't you? If you really got beef with someone where you want to kill them, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Go after their kids, their mother, their wife, their.
Yeah.
That's what
I
that's
mean,
what gets done. That's what
happens.
And especially, this is why.
But we live in a
6ix9ine shit-
society where there's cameras everywhere and people
But
tell and
this
everything
is
else.
why-
That can't be done.
This is
anymore.
why.
But that's why I don't make those decisions. Then.
Yeah.
This is what I'm
It's
saying.
all
You're-
fair.
But they're
like-
taking advantage of that you can make
Hey.
those decisions and still get away with it, and that's the problem. But how long? How long can you get away with it? That's
But
my
How
question.
long did that work for him? Like,
How long
But
is it?
now
gonna work?
meteoric
even-
rise and then meteoric fall.
You're not
like,
even like when he was with Treyway. They really he's like Mr. Untouchable.
Battery in
now
his
what
back.
about the people that were protecting you that you feel like you can't be touched? Now they're after you.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Mm-hmm.
now I guarantee you more than Chief Keef, all those motherfuckers, he's more scared of them.
Absolutely.
Because
Because that's who he be. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he betrayed a lot of people along the way.
But the hit ain't gonna come from
the
the
knife
inside because it's
that-
too obvious.
That's
but
the
this
deepest
this is
is
what this is what
home.
I'm getting at.
You know what I mean? Like,
You can't like if you just go off,
we went overtime, by the way.
Nah, we good. We good. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. If you go off the charts and just like fuck baby moms and then rob me, then yeah. But when you're telling these people suck your dick and blah blah blah, you're causing the shit. This is why this shit bothers me so much, because like you see Shotty with him, bro. That was like Shotty. You could tell, bro. It wasn't some other shit. Like you could tell it was like some Tony Yayo 50 shit. Like Shotty really loved this kid. Like it's crazy. Like you and now you're putting out hits. Now
you seen Donnie Brasco, man,
now,
being around a rat. You know what I mean? It's a bad
really
feeling.
love
It hurts. It hurts.
It
sucks when you got to kill somebody.
Go watch Donnie Brasco if you haven't
knocked,
already.
If they would have got knocked
Perfect plug.
for distribution and that's it, I would have been like, all right. But now, Truth, go shoot that man. And then when they come after me, Truth shot that man.
Yeah.
I hired you to do that. I'm the one that told you to do that.
And what's so crazy is what people are forgetting too is like that other fucking guy that got pinched years ago and really opened the doors for Treyway. That fucking guy, I don't know what he was thinking doing, mailing all those drugs to his house and all this shit. But long story short, that right there,
because that was the first crack.
They was fucking up way before that. Now you got them on you. Now 6ix9ine gets in that situation and does that. Bro, of course that kid is gonna rat. Like he's a fucking look at him, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
this is
not
why,
his
like,
fault.
yo,
He just ain't
both.
built like that, bro.
It's both, right?
It is his fault.
It is his fault.
It's his fault because he wasn't built like that, and he jumped into a game he wasn't built for. But it's also the fault of the people who co-signed him.
Not even saying, bro. You're literally
gave power to somebody who didn't deserve it.
It's beyond saying suck my dick and all this other shit, bro. You literally paid your man to put a hit out on somebody and have your man do it. And then you, not only that, you told on the dude. If the dude would have said, and I don't even want to say names, if that dude would have said, 6ix9ine paid me to do that, it would have been a different story. You put that man in that position and then told on him. That's the craziest shit ever to me, bro. Ever. Like that's wild. That's just wild. And now, not only that, now you got a bunch of 15, 16-year-olds, like, don't get me wrong, I know mad young kids that are gangbanging, like, for real. But now you got a bunch of 15, 16-year-olds that think it's okay to throw on a flag and put their and they're really, now, it may be cool, whatever, but you go on the wrong block, bro, you're really fried. Like, you're done.
The thing is like, the kids are not understanding is what you're doing is and they like that. There's a bigger message behind that, why they're letting this fly, because they want to breed more 6ix9ines to blend, to be a chameleon, to blend in with these groups, to help take them down. It's like anything else. They've been doing this shit for fucking years. They did it to the mob. They do it to fucking motorcycle gangs. They do it to, all the other Mexican gangs, all that. Now, what do you think they're doing to this? They're just infiltrating. And how do they do it? Through the children, because children grow up to be men, or what they want to call themselves, men, and that's how they work their way in. Bro, it's 6ix9ine was a lost fucking kid, man. Like, you know what I mean? You allow that. I mean, you should know what you're getting yourself into early in. You know what I mean? I see a weird soft kid. You don't let that kid see certain things, man, because at the end of the day, he's gonna be more of a liability to you than he is an asset. They connected all that liability to the asset. Now look at it. Asset gone.
But that's what it is too. When you can blame them because they're older and they shouldn't be knowing. But then it's like, bro, you give a bunch of dudes that are out here risking 10, 15 years in one day to feed their kids and shit. Yeah. Now you're putting millions of dollars in front of these dudes, bro. It's not like you're a known rat.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take this.
But what about that case?
What about that
rape case? What about that rape case though? Before it, bro. Like there was a lot of funny shit, bro. There was a lot of funny shit, and it's like, yo, at the end of the day, man, like there's certain things that we're gonna rock and shit, and there's other things that's not.
But it's cool now. Like it's cool. Like with
it ain't
Troy,
cool around here.
Nah,
man.
no. I'm saying
around me.
Hell no. But like I'm saying, they make that shit cool now. Like with Troy, yo, what was that shit he said in that song? Middle finger from the stand.
Yeah. Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
that's bro. If you would have
That
said
was
that
wild,
shit,
too.
Yeah.
if you would have said that, they call 50 a snitch because of what? Because of ghetto Quran. You know what I mean?
I'll never forget.
Irv Gotti made up that paperwork. It
Doing that.
looks so fabricated.
I'm at the club,
One of them.
and Troy Ave was there, and this is out of town. Fucking shootout. I guess somebody was trying to shoot at him or shoot at one of his people or something in there. Always in some shit. You know what I mean? But that's where you gotta figure, like, you know, who you're hanging around and what you're keeping around you. You're only as good as the company you keep. You know what I mean? So that's why you gotta know where you're going and maneuver right. That's really what it's all about, man. And
Yeah, it's crazy.
and
It's
definitely,
just-
you know, if that's the shit that you're pushing, the life that you're pushing, make sure you live in it, because they're going to check you on that.
Absolutely.
They're going to check you, and there ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, checking in with people that really got care for you, that really holding you down and shit like that. You don't tell them, suck my dick, when you go into their city, because remember, it's like anything else. You know, you come into my home, you listen to my rules. You go to their city, you don't got to listen to their rules, but, you know, at least respect.
See, that's iffy too. Cause me personally, like I guess it's different with gang shit. But if I got beef with someone in LA, I ain't about to call the big homie in LA. Like it's like you're a man. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
it's not even
you
that.
get what I'm
It's-
saying?
It's like, what's up, homie? I'm in
not
town.
Gonna, I'm
Or,
not
what's
gonna
up,
speak
bro? I'm in town.
on that.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it don't even gotta be on no shit like that. I'm even talking either, because that's that's the type of time they was moving. I'm talking about when I'm in your city and you doing something for your city. I'm definitely contacting you and letting you know I'm in your city, because it's disrespectful for you to find out that, hey, I'm doing a charity in your city and you
All right,
ain't
so
here. I'm doing something in your
it's
city,
different.
you ain't here.
If it's out of love
You know what
and
I
you're
mean?
like, yo, I'm in PA, yo, Frankie Truth, come check me.
Yeah.
But if it's like, yo, I gotta check in with them so I don't get hurt, then it's like
Oh
some
yeah, but
other-
bro,
yeah.
that's where you decided to make that mistake a long
yeah,
time
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Even
I guess I
before
would
you
never put
touch
myself
down.
in that position, so I wouldn't have
That's
to.
what gave
but,
check-in. That's what
yeah.
gave check-in a bad name. You know what I'm saying? You check in with the right people. There's vibes, bro. You gotta understand. I'm going to Vegas. Boom. There's 100 casinos. I'm not checking in with my people out there that know the area, know where they're gonna show me where I'm gonna go and take me to where I gotta go. Bro, why wouldn't I do that? He turned it into checking in, like, suck my dick, this and that. And that's what got him where it is.
That's where it's iffy.
And
yeah,
now you
'cause
got
like
people
said,
disrespecting when you say, yo, check in with me. It's like, bro, I don't mean check in like for protection. I mean check in with me because,
Yeah,
yo,
that's like you coming to Queens and not hit me up. I'd be like,
Yeah.
exactly. But
this
it's like,
motherfucker's around and he
Queen,
ain't even call
and that's
me?
what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Why
yeah,
would I
yeah,
be,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying,
I
in
get
my
what you're
town and
saying.
not hit
Why
you?
be in your neck of the wood and not try to make something happen just out of love? You know
That's
I mean?
what I'm
Like,
saying. If it's out of love, then yeah. But if it's
Yeah.
like you're checking in to not get hurt,
Bugging.
then it's like some other shit. But
Bugging.
if you got to check in to not get hurt in the first place, you're already moving wrong.
Yeah, word. People
But like
gotta
I said, that
seriously
bro,
think.
this
Alright.
generation is completely out of whack. Like this shit needs a revamp. Crazy.
Nah, that's it. But yeah, now what we're gonna do is we wrapping this episode up. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to episode 1 of the BQE podcast. Myself, Frankie Prada. This is Rob.
Young
You got
Truth.
And you know, this is just a little bit of what we got going on. We got a full season of this. I want you to tune in the next episode. If you got any comments, concerns, anything, drop it in the comments below. Let us know topics that you want us to talk about too on
Like,
further
comment,
episodes.
subscribe that shit.
all that.
Yeah, make sure you
All
subscribe
that.
big time. And any comments or anything else that's directed towards next episode, leave that in the comments below. And as well as
Check out that
contact
clothing line.
if you need any of the clothing lines.
Super villains.
Super.villains
Super
on
villains.
Instagram.
And make sure you go
Holla.
check. Make sure you go check my new single that just dropped today, Last Forever, February 14th.
Fire.
Happy
Bang, bang.
Valentine's Day.
Happy birthday, my boy.
Happy birthday, you were ready.
Holla.
Let's get it.
BQE Podcast. Hashtag BQE
That's it.
Podcast.
Checking out.
One.
One.